Rambling Hour with Lisa, Season 8, Episode... I can't remember. I think it's Episode 5. Give me 1 second. I thought I was high enough here, but I'm just trying to adjust my... There we go. I think that's good. Okay, so... I'll talk about my outfit in a minute. I am live from the garden. Today, it is... I don't know if you can tell or not. Luckily, I have my ring light because it's only a few minutes after 8 and it is already getting dark. I mean, there is cloud cover over, but that's just the way it is because it's the end of summer. And howdy, Samantha. So yeah, it's the end of summer and it's just getting dark so soon now. I hate it. So it's very dusky out here. Luckily, the camera picks up more light than there is, and then having my ring light, it looks like I can still enjoy the garden, but if I look out there, it just makes me sad because it's kind of dark, and if it would be hard to work out here in this. Well, it's not hard. I can still see, but it's just it's a icky feeling because you know the day is done in the garden. So Melody says, "Boo to the end of summer." Definitely. I miss you too. Melody says, "Miss you like crazy." I miss you too. Yeah. So. I haven't had a really good gardening season because we haven't had a lot of rain. So there's certain plants now that we've got a bit of rain that are just starting to take off. And it's like, oh, thanks now at the end of August that you're starting to do your thing. I just want to loosen this a bit and then I'll explain why I'm wearing these. So in the UK and in Australia, they call these dungarees. In Canada and America, we call them overalls. Oh, there. I was like, why isn't this one loosening? So, I can stand up if you want. They're just like in the cartoon that I did. Let me move the chair for a minute because I don't know if it'll show on there, but there's really pretty pansies right here. And so I'm wearing these. Now, why I'm wearing these is because Steve brought a bunch of these home for me a few years ago when we had talked about doing a gardening program. And maybe, and maybe having like a, you know, like a look like David Attenborough always wears a blue shirt in his thing so that, like, well, for one, it's easier to stitch his stuff together, but like his documentaries together. But also that, you know, it's just your certain look. Monty Don, the one that hosts Gardener's World here, the TV show, he dresses in like old farmer wear that me and Steve were joking about it, that we don't even know where he would get it from, where you would get the clothes from. Oh, why are you doing this again? This is going to bug me. I had them even. There. I don't know. I think it needs to be down a little bit more there, like that. So, anyhow, yes. So Samantha says, no, overalls are what you wear if you are a mechanic. LOL. No, we call those coveralls because they cover all of you. So these to us are overalls, and the ones that mechanics wear are called coveralls. But here, you guys call these dungarees. And then obviously, like you said, the ones mechanics wear, you said that you call them overalls. But we call those coveralls. So, yeah. So anyways, the difference of whatever. I don't know what to do with you. It's so dark out here. It's bugging me. The light stand is broken. Now you can't see my table, but that's all right. So how is everyone? How was your week? What's new? So last week we did the Play-Doh. We made Play-Doh, and I have found a few recipes for making white Play-Doh. One of them has to do with white paint. One of them has to do with making it out of cornstarch. So I haven't tried any of them yet, so I might do that on one of my lives and make the white Play-Doh out of different things, and then we'll decide which one's the best. But because I was doing the Play-Doh last week and didn't really talk about normal life, I failed to mention that I did sell my property in Canada. The frustrating thing for me is that I sold it, and the possession date was on Monday, was that the 22nd? And yes, the realtor did get the deposit, and then he's supposed to pass it on to the lawyer. So it's not that the new owner hasn't paid anything for it, but the new owner got to technically dance on the property because they own it now on Monday the 22nd, and I haven't had a penny put into my account yet, which is very frustrating because I have things in Canada that I need to pay. So if I had lots of money in there, that wouldn't be a big deal, but I need to get some money into that Canadian account. So what else is new with you guys? That's the only thing new with me, is that I did sell my property and I'm just waiting on that money. Oh yes, Melody says, did the Mud Girl obstacle 5 kilometers. I wanted to say congratulations to my sister Melody, my sister Tina, my sister-in-law Tara, our family friend Yvonne, and my niece Shay, which is my brother and my sister-in-law Tara's youngest daughter, and my cousin Judy, my childhood best friend Rachel, and her daughter Ashlyn, and anyone else who did the Mud Girl in Edmonton, the Mud Girl obstacle 5 kilometer this yesterday, I believe it was. So yeah, congratulations to all you guys. That's very exciting. Melody, how was it? It was your first time doing it, and you guys got muddy. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I saw a couple pictures. It looked fun. Just getting back into school gear too. Like Erica starts on the 5th, I believe, and I think Aurora starts on the 12th. And Allison is taking a year off, so she needs to find a job. So yeah, I gotta get stuff in order for school. And then I gotta get myself in gear. So me and Steve have talked about it, and I need to get started on my workouts again. So we said Tuesday. This is what we in North America call a long weekend. What they call here a bank holiday weekend. So on Monday, tomorrow is a bank holiday. I don't know what it's celebrating. Don't ask me. But it's a holiday, so it's a long weekend. So no work tomorrow or anything. And then Tuesday, me and Steve will be, he hasn't missed a workout, but we're going to start our healthy eating again. And I'm going to start my workouts again on Tuesday. Melody says about the Mud Girl race, so much fun doing it again next year if it comes around again. That's awesome. I have my friend Meg in Ontario likes to do a bunch of those things, and she gets the medals for doing different I don't know, are they called marathons? I don't know, like different races and different things. So, okay, so yeah, anyways, with the overalls, I mean, dungarees, what do you guys think? Do you think this could be my look? I could change the shirt color not each week on my lives, but like if I did a gardening program, this could be my, and then what do you guys think? Like I don't know what my garden's name would be, but I know one of my nicknames that I've had for years is Peppertooth from my little sister Tina, because my teeth are tight together, and I love pepper, and it would always get stuck in my teeth. So Tina would always call me Peppertooth. So as you may or may not see all on my social media, if you search Peppertooth, the only thing that comes up is a band called Chauncey Peppertooth, and then me and my stuff. So, yeah, they're a navy blue. Melody says that the coveralls are a nice color. Yeah, so, I don't know. I don't know if I need a theme or a look or whatever, but you know. And, then I thought about, okay, so like Peppertooth is my nickname, and then you can grow peppers, like peppercorns, and actually I want to get a Szechuan pepper plant. Like it's again like a peppercorn type one, so I want to get a Szechuan, so you can grow those type of peppers, and then you can grow like chili peppers and bell peppers and all those in the garden too. So it would be a good garden name. So maybe it would be called Peppertooth's Garden. Gardening with Peppertooth? I have no idea. So anyways, just thought I would wear these and see what people thought of them, and if they suit me, and if that should be my look. Even if I didn't wear these for doing my little gardening program type thing. There's a bunch of pairs of them, so I could technically use them in the garden instead of wrecking other clothes. Melody is so funny. She said, naked gardener, laugh out loud, you won't have to worry about clothes. Listen, I'm absolutely okay with being the naked gardener. The only problem is I have a family and neighbors, and I don't know that they would approve. And then, not to mention, like, I would want to get viewers, and that might attract the wrong kind of viewers. I don't want the creeps. I want people who are actually interested in gardening. So, what else? I can't believe August is over. In a couple days, it's going to be one of my best friend Trisha's birthday, and also our puppy dog Lena, the German Shepherd, is going to be 10. So that's 70 in well, like 10 in human years. So 70 in dog years. Yeah, so she's an old lady now. And so birthdays, end of August. School's starting. I can't remember, who did I just talk to? Oh, it was Trish. I was just talking to Trish a couple days ago, and she said her kids start school like at the end of, or did she, I don't know if she said her kids or somebody's kids start right like at the end of August, like the last day of August or something. Like it's just that's it. I can't say anything about here. I still get, you know, I'm still hopefully going to get some good weather. We could use some more rain though. But at the same time, you can still, especially because we didn't have a good year with not a lot of rain in the spring and the summer. So I can see things already changing in the garden. Like autumn is going to come quickly is what I mean. So even if we don't necessarily have frost days, the things are changing over. So, I did clean the house. Oh, we had a week off from Nova because Tom went to his nan's for a week and took Nova with him. So I used that time that I wasn't watching the dog during the day to clean my bedroom upstairs because Nova's like not supposed to be in our bedroom. So I don't go up there when I watch Nova. So yeah, I cleaned the bedroom. I just cleaned the whole house basically. I still have the bathrooms and the office to do, but so my point is the house is pretty clean, and I wanted to bring down the autumn decorations. The other thing I need to do is, even though it's the end of August, if I want to plan a haunted house this year, I need to go and talk to those people that I wanted to talk to at the round table, or whatever they're called, for Middlewich, and discuss my options for having a haunted house. So I need to get that. But I'm just gonna wait like a few more days. Like as soon as things are in order for school and everything, then I'll get on that. Melody says, I had bursitis in my right knee that was just healing before the race. Well, it lasted for the race, and now I am in pain and icing and using a compression sleeve on my knee. I don't remember what bursitis is. Is that like the devil's lump? Like, is that what I have on my foot? You guys want to see it? It's so gross. You want to, you can't really see it very well, but it's just this. My feet might be dirty as well. Steve will love that I'm putting my dirty feet on. Yeah, it's not as sticky outy, but I think it's the same thing my mom gets. And there's like, my feet are really dirty because I'm wearing flip-flops. There's like this bump that sticks out here, and I probably have to go to the doctor and get it, like, because I guess like the devil's lump or whatever, they used to take a Bible and smash it, but it would break up I don't know if it's a cyst or what it is. It breaks it up, and then the body would absorb it again. So Melody says the bursa sacs are inflamed. Oh, okay. So are the bursa sacs, like, is it like where your kneecap is, like under there, or is it a bit lower? Or, I mean, it sounds painful, and I know for my housewife's knee, I don't envy your pain, but I am glad that you did the Mud Girl race. So yeah, take it easy on your knees. I'm pretty sure because I haven't been kneeling at all, I've been squatting. I squat all the time now in the garden to do things. I don't kneel at all on my knees, although I have a knee pad if I need to kneel, but I don't want to because I don't want to have that again. But I think that it's been enough weeks now that my knees are good for me to start working out again. However, I'm going to have to start working out like way at the beginning level again. So, but you got to start somewhere. So, yeah. So I miss my family in Canada too, my sister and my friends and my mommy, and we will get there one of these days. Not soon, I mean, like not like next week, but we will be planning a trip to Canada in the future. It is a plan. So I thought I would just put you out a little further so you can get the nice fountain in. I don't have it. It does work as a fountain, but there's no power over near here, so I can't really hook it up as a fountain. The water would dribble down the umbrella. But it does have water in it, and that's why these plants are growing in it, because there's water in it. So it's good for birds to drink out of it and stuff. But I got it for free on the marketplace, and I believe, like, if you believe in all that woo-woo spiritual stuff, it was shortly after my dad died, and I can't remember what exactly happened, but I felt like he led me to it, the fact that I got it for free. And then when I went there, I got some other gardening stuff from them. It felt like a gift from my dad. So Melody says, bursa reduce friction and cushion pressure points better. Your bones and the tendons, muscle and skin near your joints. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, so that inflammation sounds painful. So, yeah, so I really like this fountain, but I haven't really ever used it as a fountain just because, again, there's no electricity over here. So one day when the electricians power us up outside, maybe I'll move it to a location where it will work as a fountain. I don't know if you guys can tell how dark it is now, but like I said, at least I have the light. So we're gonna look into, because my my old ring light, the cord stopped working, and then on this one last week when we were doing the Play-Doh, the arm that holds the phone, no, there's the arm that holds the phone and there's the ring that goes all the way around. It's where the ring holds on to the stand that it broke. So I've duct taped it up today because this ring still works and this cord still works, but the problem is on mine, I keep burping from the cord can come out of the ring light and it plugs into USB port. On this one you just have the USB port, the wire goes right into the light. So the ring light works here, but now the stand is a bit broken. So Steve's been looking to see what replacement one we can do. I guess I've had the other one for 2 years, and because the cord stopped working, he contacted Amazon and they're no longer in stock. So I can't replace the cord, but they're going to refund us. So we will buy a new type of ring light. Any of the bursa in your knee can become inflamed, usually over the kneecap and the inner side of your knee below the joint. Right, well that's why I was asking, because that's where my housemaid's knee was below my kneecap. Knee bursitis causes pain and limits your mobility. I can't bend my leg very good. Well, I am sorry to hear that, and I hope I don't get that. So yeah, take it easy. I wonder if there's I know when I am doing my yoga, which I haven't been, but because I have arthritis in my knees and I have a lot of problems with my knees, I know that when I'm doing yoga regularly, like now that I'm gonna have to start my workouts from scratch again from the beginning, and I haven't been doing those workouts for I've only been doing the cross trainer even before that, so I haven't actually done jumping jacks and stuff like that for months. I might not be able to do jumping jacks when I start. I'm gonna have to do something to build the muscles up around my knees before I do jumping jacks because of the arthritis in my knees. So my point was that even though you wouldn't think so, because again, arthritis can be another form of inflammation, even though you wouldn't think something like that helps, the strengthening my muscles around my knees actually helps with me to be able to do certain exercises. So I wonder, for your mud girl run and just bursitis in general, if you were to do stuff that strengthens your muscles around your knees, if it would be less likely that your bursitis would get inflamed. Melody says, it will heal. There is physical therapy that helps. Yeah, and a lot of physical therapy is certain exercises that you do to strengthen the muscles, so that might be exactly what I was saying. So yeah, I guess I will let you guys know when we talk next Sunday how my first week of working out again goes. I mean, it's gonna. Melody says, yes, I have looked up physical therapy exercises. Good, good. And she said, you got it. So, wait a second. See, this is what I'm talking about. This ring light doesn't work. Like, I put you up here and it just droops. It doesn't, nothing. Ugh. You piece of, I won't complain and I won't judge it right now because it might just fall apart or stop working completely, and then I will really be sitting here in the dark. Both of the girls are out right now, the youngest two, Aurora and Erica, but they're supposed to be back at 8:30 just because if I was going to pick them up, they might be able to stay out longer if they were at someone's house or something, but I just said 8:30 because it's basically to get in when it gets dark. So because they were both out, I told Aurora to meet Erica because usually Erica's boyfriend Reese walks her all the way home, and I said, well, Aurora, if you meet Erica in town, then you guys can walk home together and Reese won't have to walk her all the way home. So anyways, they should be home in 7 minutes. Yeah. Nothing really planned this week. Like I said, the only things on my mind is getting that money for my property, getting, figuring out the haunted house if we're gonna do that, and what else was there? Well, I guess doing my workouts again. So, and then there's like home renovation wise, me and Steve still need to choose our tiles, so that's something we were gonna do this week. How do you know the McDermott kids are on their way home? Because they are like a block away and I can hear them. Then again, I talk really loud and I project my voice, especially when I'm doing public speaking or something like this, so they can probably hear me all the way down there too. The other thing is, because of the way we're in this little sunken pocket where our house is, and then there's the big apartment buildings behind and stuff, it's just everything and then the trees and the way the street is, everything in this area just echoes. So sometimes when I'm outside I can hear talking and stuff, but I can't tell where it's coming from because it's bouncing off of off of the buildings. Yeah. Melody said, sorry, what is the holdup from getting the money from the sale? And haha, McDermott's are loud. Yes, McDermott's are loud. Yes, McDermott's are loud. Yeah, down the street.
Sorry, I didn't know. We thought you were in the back or in the house. Or
Oh, I still would have heard you.
on the roof.
Yeah. You guys want to come say hi?
It's not upstairs.
Yeah. So, Melody, come over here. Melody, I don't think there's necessarily a holdup. I'm just being... Don't knock over my drink. Wait, we're too bright. Come in. No, it's just open because the cord's out. Smile, you're too far away. Okay, you look completely white, Erica, but I love you guys.
Love you.
Love you. Yes, what's mine is theirs too, I guess. So yeah, I don't think that there's a holdup with the money necessarily. I think it's just that the lawyer just hasn't put it through yet. I gave them my bank information, and see, the phone is heavy and the duct tape is just making the ring go down. I'm gonna have to lay on the ground and look up at you pretty soon. So yeah, the duct tape isn't working. The phone is too heavy. Oh, some things in life. So yeah, like I said, I don't know that there's a holdup. I'll call the lawyer on Tuesday. I guess technically because it's Canada, the lawyer would be open tomorrow, so maybe I'll call tomorrow, but if not, I'll do it Tuesday and check what, if there's any reason. Yes, they are thieves. As if there's no pop in the house, they have to take from my glass. So just sit down like this so you guys can see me. I'm telling you, if it keeps tilting downwards, I'm going to be on the ground talking to you guys. I wonder if I could hold it. It's too bright. Don't like it. I don't want to hold it. I don't know how to strengthen it. I have to figure something out for next week. Oh, now I think I really did it. I mean, I could use my other one to hold my phone and this one just for the lighting, but yeah, it is basically, what? Duct tape fixes I know, the thing is that I didn't want to put the duct tape over any part of the light. It should have been like wrapped around the light part too, and then maybe it would have worked. Oh my god. The ground is wet too. Oh no, that's even, okay, this is not working. What do we do? What do we do now? I'll take my phone out. Oh, I almost swore. Oh my god. Okay, you guys are looking at my hands. You guys can see the light is, you can see how dark it is out too. So, well, I tried. Yeah, I'll just have to hold the phone. Hold the phone. What was I gonna do? Oh, this is not cool, and we're not even at a halfway point. I think I will get the girls to bring out my other one and it can hold my phone, and then I'll try and lean the light on it. Well, I guess I could take you guys with me. Okay, let's walk to the house. I've already shut off the Wi-Fi, so we'll go get the other light and figure this out. So you guys tell me something interesting that I can talk about to keep you entertained. Ooh, it's spooky and dark. That's the other thing about Halloween is I was thinking about my live that I did. The live that I did last year for Halloween, and if I want to do something like that again on my live where I am dressed up as a character or something, and then maybe like either Erica or I don't know who I'll have as as a guest or something like that. What did Melody say? Yeah, field trip. So this is the good one that I really love, but like I said, it's just that it stands up so easily and quickly. I just got to tighten the bottom, and then it holds my phone really well, but it doesn't light up because the cord doesn't work. So I was trying to get just to replace the cord, but like I said, they don't have them anymore, so they don't have the cord. Okay, so let's see if I can make this work. Whoa. Yeah, I miss you, light. I wish you worked. So if I put this one in front, I don't know if this will work. I was just gonna lean it against. Good thing I'm not a professional at any of this. Oh wait, that's the... Maybe if I duct tape those two together. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's try this again. Looks like I'm going to be telling you guys spooky stories or something the way that the lighting is right now. I thought I would at least get through this live, but I guess not. How's that? Okay, there. Not so bad. You can still tell it's night now, but there. As long as I don't touch anything, we're good. So Melody says your Halloween live was very funny. That's what I thought too. I really liked my Halloween live. It was one of my favorite ones. And so I think I want to do something like that as well. Make it an annual thing, different theme. So I don't know what it'll be, but yeah. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, you guys can let me know. I knew that, I knew I wanted to be in the garden as long as I could today because summer is fleeting and I just want time out in the garden. So I knew that and then also I knew because of that, my live wouldn't be as intricate today as some of my other lives are. It would just be me technically rambling for rambling hour, as I'm good at doing, but, did I just say that? Melody said, oh, not too bad, in Dad's voice. I don't even remember a word. Okay, so yeah, my dad, every time he would answer the phone, it wouldn't matter how he was feeling, what the mood of the day was, anything. If you know the person on the other end of the phone says, oh, hey Lloyd, how you doing? And he always answered exactly the same. Oh, not too bad. And so now every time we hear that, it's just, hi, what are you doing out here? Hi. We have a visitor out here. Hello, doggy. Lena, did you think because I left the door open that you could just come out the front? What are you doing? That's the old lady turning 10. I better keep my eye on her. She'll take off somewhere. So, yeah, so I don't remember what I said or if I said it, but yeah, my dad's saying, oh, not too bad. Hi, Lena. What? You good girl? Yeah. So Steve's not going to cards tonight with his mates, as I tell you guys every bank holiday weekend, long weekend. They don't go out on the long weekends. There's just too many other people out drinking on the long weekends for them just to have their, guys' night out. So they want it to be a casual thing. It's not a drunken thing, so they don't want to mix with all the drunks. Oh, hey, do you guys want to see? This is my, this was pretty expensive for me. I know I'm not really hugely into jewelry, but this was 30 pounds, which is quite expensive, but it's for my iWatch. Is that what it's called? Anyways, but it's loose and anything, but I wanted something to breathe because my other black one that came with the watch, it just is rubber and it doesn't let my arm breathe. But at the same time, I don't want this one to get wet and wrecked too much because I wash my hands all the time because I go to the bathroom all the time. But I thought I would show you guys. Oh, Melody said, yes, I did say it about the light. Like when I was, oh, that's not too bad. So, oh, not too bad. Oh, my little doggy's just lying here beside me. Just wants to be out in the front garden. One day we'll have our gates at the front, so she'll be able to run around out here. Well, actually, I say that, but she's already 10 by the time we get the gates. She might not be here anymore. Who knows? She could live a couple more years, definitely, but Steve's last German Shepherd, Tia, had to be put down at 10, so that's what Steve's worry is. So they do a thing here in the UK called muck spreading. It's human waste and stuff that they use after a certain point when it's, I don't know how long it sits or what the process is, and then treat it and everything, and then they spread all the muck on the fields, the farmers' fields, for fertilizer, and I get the process. It's not as gross to me that it's, you know, cow, horse, mushroom compost, human waste. That's not what's gross to me. It's just the smell. And you can tell there's muck spreading right now because there's the smell in the air. But actually, this doesn't smell, it actually just smells like a pig pen. Like, it smells like a farm, really. Like, yeah, like animals right now. So, let me have a drink. Ugh, there's germs on here now from the children. So, did you guys like the Play-Doh episode? What did you learn anything new? It was nice that the girls ended up joining me on that one. Yeah, so back to the old, like, starting Tuesday, not only will I, like, be doing my workouts and stuff, but also I will be watching Nova again every day while Tom goes to work with his dad. So, just back to the normal week. Melody says it was enjoyable. Oh yes, Melody was camping, so then she caught up on the old episodes, and I thought about too. I was waiting in the pool tonight too, because it's not as hot as it is in Alberta, but it has been in the 20s, so the pool is nice, and I had to water the plants behind it, so I was walking around in the pool while I was watering the plants behind it, and I wasn't going to do my live from there again, but I thought about going. I wanted to go swimming. Melody says, I will start workouts when my knee heals. Yeah, that was my plan when my knee was, you know, like, just to take a couple days off and then even do something like upper body. Just, and Steve does that too sometimes when he's watching TV before, like, because when it's been really, really hot and he's had to wait until like midnight to take the dog for a jaunt. I won't say the word because she's lying here, but he has done like weights for his arms and stuff while he's watching TV, just hand weights, just to, you know, do something while he's waiting for his WALK. I'm sure that the dogs eventually learn those extra things that you say just from the inflection. Like, I usually call it a jaunt when they get back. How was your jaunt? So she probably knows what I mean. That bird, it's a bit dark and you know what I mean? Most of the birds are roosting already. I don't know what that one's making such a fuss about. Melody says, but I will start healthy eating soon. Yes, that is, I haven't really technically gone unhealthy, except maybe more carbs than I should eat. Normally, I'm still eating mostly at home. I don't really eat out or anything, but it's the portion sizing that I have not been keeping an eye on, and I guess the snacking, like eating some crisps and cheese puffs, and so those things, you know, but I don't really eat cake and that type of stuff. But yeah, I have been. I think Melody means doesn't help, but she wrote my obesity doesn't help the knees. No. That's any extra weight that someone's carrying is not going to be good on the knees. So that's true. And you can do a lot just by monitoring your eating and watching your portion sizes. I mean, live a happy life. Do what you do. You know, you can have a completely great life in every area of your life, and then not so good with your eating. But then the next person who works out all the time and eats great and everything else could have a messed up relationship or messed up family life or work life, or, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying this to tell anybody that they need to be healthy and they need to be working out, need to be eating right. But it does make a difference in, I've been quite tired, and I think, like, and then with the depression and everything, it's true, like, exercise really does help in so many areas of your life that even, I know I sound like I'm promoting something specific, but even 20 to 30 minutes of exercise a day really can make a difference in your life. And I don't just say that, like, I've lived it. I know it's true. So I got to stop being lazy. And I know that I've been working in the garden, so I'm not, like, completely lazy. It's not like I'm sitting around watching TV all day, but I need to get back into that routine. No excuses. I wonder where Mom is today, Melody. Sometimes she forgets when I'm doing my live, but that's okay. She can catch up later and watch it again. She might be out with our sister Tina and the kids. Spencer's the baby. Samantha's baby's doing well. I haven't seen him. I saw him last week, like not this week that just passed, but the week before, so. Oh yeah, I just remembered, I need to talk to Samantha about Tyler coming over tomorrow. So, I need to, hi Auntie Diane, I need to talk to Samantha after I'm done this about tomorrow. But I don't know what else to tell you. It is almost really dark out here and quiet, and neighbors are probably trying to enjoy themselves, and all they can hear is this chatty Canadian shouting at her camera with nobody speaking back, so it just looks like she's talking to herself. But what a good girl Lena is, just lying down here. You a good girl, Lena? Yeah, so when I'm done here, I'll have to bring in the extension lead. I had it out here because I was filtering the pool. Again, no power outside, so it's really annoying. Yeah, it is rambling hour, and I could still ramble for 20 minutes, but you guys need to give me things to talk about. This is one pot with some plants in it. It's got, I can't remember what these are called. They start with an S. They're little sunshines. And then blue lobelia, like fan lobelia. So, and then this is forget-me-nots. This will flower next year with blue flowers, but these two will not survive outside in the winter. So if I put this pot somewhere frost-free, then these ones might come back next year, and these will flower blue in the spring. And this pot actually says flowers and garden, but it looks better from this side, so I have it backwards. It's called Best Face Forward. Melody says, you would think they would be used to talking to yourself. That's true, they probably are. And you going to put power outlets on the outside? When are you starting it on your bedroom? Yeah, we will put power outlets on the outside, but we've been focusing with electricians on the inside of the house, which is more of a priority. But yeah, I want to have power to outside for like mowing the lawn, because I have an electric mower, which I really don't mind because we don't have that big of a lawn. So it, you know, an electric mower is way cheaper than a gas mower. But yeah, I would like power outside for all my, like any of my pumps technically, for even probably the pool, but definitely pumps for ponds and like the waterfall, the stream, all of those are supposed to be technically wired straight in. They're not supposed to just be plugged in to an outlet. So any of my water features like that should be wired in, so there'll be electricity outside for that. Ideally, for my greenhouse or my potting shed when I get it, I would like power in there. So, and Melody says, starting on the bedroom, which is, what she means is the garage is going to be turned into our bedroom. So right now we're just finishing up like I said, we need to put the tiles in the kitchen and the downstairs bathroom, which will be our ensuite. We need to retile the floor, so we need to choose tiles for that, and we need to choose our tiles for the walls in there. So that's what we're doing right now, is the bathroom down there. And like I said, the kitchen is pretty much done except the tiles. So after that's done, then we'll be knocking through and we'll be digging and putting in a foundation for the extension on the side. So when we do the foundation for the extension on the side, that's when we'll extend the garage by a few feet, and technically that will be the start of our working on our bedroom. So what shows have you been watching? We watched this show called Red Rose. It was 8 parts, and I don't know if it's a series, like if it's coming back again or not, but it was really creepy and sad in a way. It was like this group of teenagers, and there was this app on the phone, and it was it started as like a positive thing for a lonely teenager, but it started making them, like, it started saying things to them that weren't nice and influencing them and everything, and then there's death in it. Some of the teenagers die, and the other teenagers don't know what to do in the family, and so it's like a drama, thriller, murder, mystery type series based in it's based in this I've forgotten what it's called, Bolton, which is like just outside of Manchester. So it's in Greater Manchester. So yeah, it was an interesting series. So we just finished that, and now we're watching one. I guess the second season is going to be coming out right away. So we're just watching the first season. Again, it's an English show, and it's called, I think, Capture, which is really cool because what it has to do with is capturing criminals, but also it has to do with the technology of CCTV cameras, cell phones, like how much Big Brother type thing. Like there's cameras everywhere now, security footage, everything, and like how it can be used for good to catch criminals, but how it can be manipulated as well. So yeah, it's called Capture. So it's a play on words for capturing an image and then also capturing the criminals. So yeah, we started watching that. What else? Yep. So and then reading. I'm reading a book by I think I've shown you guys it before, but it's what's her name again? So it's I'll look for it in a second. She is the blonde one in Harry Potter, and she wrote a book based on like her stuff, and it's not called Chasing Butterflies. I'll look in a second. Auntie Diane says, bless you, Lena. Bless you, Lena. Auntie Diane says, it's Lisa's birthday party get together this afternoon at 4:30 barbecue. We won't stay long as Daniel was in a pretty bad car accident. Everyone was okay, but he did go to the hospital for stitches. His work truck was totaled. Okay, so that's big news. I didn't know. So I told you guys before that my cousin Daniel married a girl named Lisa, and she became Lisa McDermott. So that's Auntie Diane and Uncle Arthur's oldest son. Well, sort of. My Uncle Arthur has older sons anyways, so one of their sons, Daniel, his wife Lisa. So it's her birthday party. I'm glad that everybody was okay. Sorry to hear about the truck, but yeah, I'm glad he's okay. Say happy birthday to Lisa as well. And it happened in a construction zone, Auntie Diane says. Okay, give me 1 second. The book, I'll do this. And then I can put the book there. The book is called The Opposite of Butterfly Hunting, and it's by Ivana Lynch, I think. So, yeah, she was a blonde one in Harry Potter. I don't know. I've watched a bit of one of the Harry Potters or something, so I don't remember all the characters' names. But, so that's what I'm reading right now. But I have so many books that I want to get through. Again, that comes with the cooler seasons when I'm not out in the garden as much, or the rainy days. So, yeah. Yes. Auntie Diane, you tuned in later because Auntie Diane's one of the people that I need to send money to when I have money in my Canadian account for my Tupperware. But I was just saying that I am still, like, possession day for my property that I sold was on the 22nd last Monday, but I still haven't got the money from the solicitor yet, from the lawyer. So I'm waiting on the money, and yeah. But you'll be one of the first to know when it goes in. I'm checking every day. I've even checked yesterday and today, even though it's a weekend, just to see if maybe it went in, but it hasn't. So, yes, hopefully tomorrow, tomorrow's not a holiday in Canada. So like I said, I'll be calling the lawyer tomorrow or Tuesday for sure if I don't call tomorrow. But I think we might be doing something as a family tomorrow just because it is a holiday here. So we will see. But remind me, I don't think you guys are going to remind me, but I need to talk to Samantha because Tyler wanted to get together with Erica tomorrow as well. So we have like 11 minutes left. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Oh, yes, I do. I do know who bought my property. There was a few, I had, what's it called? I had more than one offer. And so the one that I ended up going with was the people who live next door to the property. His name is Terry Borax. Yeah, he is my neighbor. You know, I don't know if you remember Melody, but the one that had the fenced garden, and they had a German Shepherd dog named Razor. So he is the offer that I decided to accept. So that is who bought my property. I still, I think I said this 2 weeks ago when I talked about it. Yeah, I did. I talked about it. Like, it was just one of those things that you know, a lot of times in life when you buy property, you'll make money off of selling it, but depending on the markets and how the economy is and everything, I didn't even get as much as I paid for it in 2008 when I bought it. No, 2009 when I bought it, but it is what it is. It is why it is. Yes, Melody, it is the mean, she said, not the mean one. Yes, it is the rude ass of a neighbor that I sold it to, but I had to not look at the people who were making the offers. I had to disassociate the personal part of it with what made the most sense and what was the best offer. And yeah, and so it just worked out that way, that his was the better offer and it made more sense from a business type decision. So, and it was more money as well. So yeah, it was like, there was that part of me that was like, it is a better deal, but do I really want to like do something nice for an asshole? But yeah, so I had to take the personal out of it and just do it as a business thing. So that is what happened. So he's had his car parked on it for like years now. Even when I was there in 2019, his car was there and it's still there. So there's like part of me that was like, maybe now I should send him a bill for like having his car parked on my property all these years that I never gave him permission to do. But I won't. The thing is, in my life with Steve, I am in a better position now than I was before, and I just have to be thankful for where I am, all the blessings that I have. Know that this is one less. Like, the thing about the property is that it wasn't really an investment. It wasn't making money, and it was costing me money because I had to pay property taxes every year. So it wasn't an asset in my life. It was a burden. I also had to pay for people to mow the lawn, and it was just like, it was just something I needed to do to get rid of it. So as soon as the money's in the account and I feel like that part is done, there's a part of me that's more relieved, and it's one less thing that I need to think about. So, yeah, that's, like I said, yes, I've lost money on it, but my life overall is in a better place now than it was. So I just have to, you know, cut my losses, whatever the term is. So it is what it is. Anyhow, I am, like I said, I'm really sad that summer is almost over, but we need to embrace what we need to embrace. The problem is, like, what I do in the garden is I take for granted that I have a longer growing season. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to say, like, okay, even if I get a few extra weeks than you guys do in Canada before winter sets in, even if I get this, I can't be like, ooh, I get another month of summer and not do anything to plan for autumn and winter. So I really need to like move plants around and make sure that things are ready to go in the greenhouse or put away for the winter and everything else. And even if I get to enjoy the weather outside, I should still do the displays like autumn and everything else. That's why I think taking down my decorations from the loft and decorating the house for autumn will get me more in that mood to start moving things around and shifting them. It's just been a crap year in the garden for no water, no rain, but it's even every time I think about me in the garden and how crap it's been for no rain, I I set that aside and I think, imagine the farmers, and not just the farmers, but it affects all the farmers. That affects us for produce and everything in the shops and everything else. So I'm not going to complain that my garden didn't grow right because we didn't get rain, when there's way more to it not having rain than that. But yeah, I guess I got to just suck it up and say, like, yeah, well, that was our summer. And, as much as there might be more beautiful days outside, I just got to make sure that I'm getting things winter ready and having it all organized and everything. Melody says, yay, you made the hour. I have to wee really bad, but I do have 5.5 minutes left to ramble. So much drought worldwide. I know, that's what I mean. Like, I can't complain if there's things in my garden that didn't work. Like, if my vegetables and my seedlings didn't grow well this year and blah, blah, blah. When there's so much drought, there's forest fires, and in other places there's flooding, and some places where there has been drought, now there's flooding, and you know what I mean? These people can't win, and this is like taking lives, affecting lives. Like I said, any crops that are affected, that doesn't just affect the farmer and their livelihood and their income, that affects whoever those crops are being sold to. Not to mention, like, we haven't forgot that there's a war still going on in Ukraine and other parts of the world, and that the stuff that they grow in Ukraine and other countries rely on is not happening because of the war. So, like, there's just so much more that shit about this climate change and everything than just me and my garden. So, yeah. But I love autumn. It is my favorite season. And as much as I am sad to see summer go, autumn is just, there's a magic at Christmas. And it might just be that so many people are in the Christmas mood, so they're nicer to each other, and there's just this general energy. But there's also this magic in the air in autumn. And maybe it's because I'm an October baby. I don't know. But autumn is I love summer and I love sunlight, but autumn is my favorite season. My very favorite season, if I had to choose one of the four. There's things I like about all four of them. Melody said, I already read that. Auntie Diane says, very dry here and hot weather forecast of the next 2 weeks. Yes, Auntie Diane, I don't know if it's the same up in Grand Prairie, although I assume it would be about the same. But I know my friend Trish, when I talked to her a couple days ago, she was camping again in Alberta, and it was in the 30s there, and she said it's been hot for a month. So, and Diane says 4 forest fires burning up here now. Melody says same here. Yeah, I know, this is what I'm saying. So I can't complain just that I didn't get any peas but it's the same thing. Like, all those things are crap, and if there's things we can do to help, then that's great. Otherwise, we just need to enjoy, like, even if it's too hot, at least it's hot instead of being cold, because before we know it, it'll be too cold. But yes, I guess this is close enough to the hour because, like I said, I need to wee all the way home. It's funny because they call it, well, you can say that to in Canada too, to a kid or whatever, that you need to you need to pee. And so wee all the way home. Or the other one is they call the toilet like a loo. So I just say, I'm just going to skip to the loo, my darling. So skip to the loo. That's where I'm going to be going. That is what happens when you drink all your pop and more that I drank before I even started that one. So I've already eaten dinner. I had not a very healthy dinner. I just had a small poutine. I made Steve nice, healthy, like chicken breast on wholemeal buns with lettuce, tomato, spinach. And yeah, so I made him really nice sandwiches, 2 of those, and some chips on the side with a bit of gravy. I don't even think he used the gravy though. And then I just had the rest of the chips with some cheese and gravy on. And then I had some pieces of toast, which again is not healthy, a lot of carbs, but because I'm going to go healthy on Tuesday. I mean, the portion of poutine I had was very small, but those things will all be changing come Tuesday. So you guys will know next week how my first week of working out went and my healthy eating. Try it for yourself. Just try, even say on Wednesday, I'm going to try and eat healthy just one day of the week, or just try and, you know, in general, take half of the amount, or even 2/3 the amount. You know, if usually you take 3 scoops, take 2 scoops of something. Just see if you can make a little ding in your eating. So, Auntie Dan laughed and said, I had the best chicken salad sandwich on a croissant. So good. Oh, I love croissants. I haven't had a croissant in a while. So now I'm just thinking about food, but I already ate supper, so I don't need to do that. What I need to do is bring this extension lead in. My stream is running in the back, so I need to make sure that's shut off. I need to clean this up. What else did I say I need to do? I could do some laundry. I need to talk to Samantha about tomorrow. And there was one more thing. Chicken salad made from the Costco deli. That sounds yummy. And I can't remember what the other thing is. Do you know what's really weird? I'll tell you something about Costco, which I probably already told you guys about, but it still doesn't make sense to me. Here in the UK, chips, French fries, whatever, chips are like a really big thing. You can get them like almost everywhere, right? So chips are a big thing here, fine. They have Costco here, which is an American company, so you think that they would have chips there, which is one of my favorite things at Costco in Canada, is the poutine and the chips. But do they? No, they don't have chips here. They don't, like, I understand if they didn't have poutine, but they don't even sell chips at the Costco's here. But they get the big greasy pizzas that are made. I like the greasy pizza there. And like you get the big pieces and you fold it in half and it just looks like you see on American movies. I like that. So yes, so I have actually done the hour. I know, Auntie Dan says, what? Yeah, I know, I can't believe it either. They do have the big muffins as well. I haven't had those in a long time either. So, Hennyhauser, love you guys. Let me know what you think of the cover, the dungarees. And if you think that Peppertooth's Garden, or Gardening with Peppertooth, is a good name for my gardening show. What color shirt should I wear underneath this, or should it change? And, like, change with the, you know, with the mood and whatever else. I love you guys, and we will see you next week. All right? Bye.